and we have our judges present, and we have our special guests present, and we have people who are representing the different schools present, and we have audience from the different schools present as well. So we appreciate every one of you. Please, may you give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much. Please, can you also give your teachers and debate handlers a round of applause? You can also give our judges a round of applause. And give our special guests a round of applause. Then give IT for Youth a round of applause. And finally, give yourself again a round of applause. Thank you so much for that. So we're going to start with a formal introduction. We are starting with the introduction of a special guest. As I said before, everyone who is here today is someone that likes education. Every one of us here wants our people to progress educationally, academically, and that is what IT4Youth is here to advocate and to represent. We are very much happy that we are promoting the currency of the modern age called information technology. According to Malcolm X, education is the passport to the future. And when you say education, education encompasses everything, not just one thing. So we are happy to have you here today. Very quickly, we are going to introduce one of our special guests in the person of Honorable Peter King Ezebe, the former Education Secretary of the National Government Area, Ebonyi State. Please, may we have you here, sir. As he's coming, please be clapping for him. Honorable Peter King Ezebe. Thank you for coming, sir. Really appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And we also welcome another special guest of ours, Honorable Ugwu Oshiri, also known as Meticulous Research. Please, please come, sir. Meticulous. Thank you for coming, sir. We are very much happy for having you here. And we also introduce another special guest and a very good supporter and friend of this organization. We welcome Evangelist Paul Mado-Apuchi Opara. He is Secretary General of Oshiri Town at present. Please make clap for him again. Thank you for coming, sir. We welcome you. And we also welcome another person, another special guest of ours, in the person of Ugwu Christopher Ngwe Ohaniboidians. Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you, sir. And we have the honor of welcoming one of our special guests in the person of Okora for Education, Mr. Okora for Education. Please go up in your hand. Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you, I appreciate you. And we welcome another person, another special guest of ours, in the person of Honorable Samuel RC. Honorable Samuel RC, if you're here, please, may you come in. We are very much happy to welcome you, sir. So we, at this point, have to welcome the different schools. In no particular order, we welcome very much Community Secondary School, Oshiri. Please, if you are from the school we have mentioned, may you stand up and greet the audience. Community from the school, Oshiri. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And we also welcome the teachers. It is our honor, please, can we stand up to welcome the Reverend Father in our midst. We welcome the clergy, a man of God. It's our honor to welcome you, sir. We invited him on a very short notice, and we're very much happy to have him here. We're very much happy to welcome you, sir. Thank you so much. Some people have to sit here. Have to sit here, please, sir. Okay. So we are very much happy to welcome you, sir. Please, we much appreciate your coming here today. And And we have the honor to welcome the debate handlers of community of the school of Oshiri and teachers of the school. Please welcome very much. And we welcome the students of comprehensive of the school of Oshiri. Please let's stand up and wave to the audience.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you so much. Let me respond on behalf. Good morning, students. Thank you so much. And we welcome the teachers of comprehensive of the school of Oshiri and the debate handlers as well. You're welcome very much. And we also welcome New Haven Model Secondary School Oshiri. Please mention about greeting the audience.
Greetings, everyone.
Thank you so much. Greetings to you too. We welcome the debate handlers of the same school, and we also welcome the teachers of the school. Thank you for coming. And we welcome the great St. Michael's College Oshiri. We're very much happy to have you here. Please mention about greeting the audience. Thank you so much, students. Welcome very much. We are very much happy to have you here today. And we welcome the teachers, we welcome the principals and the handlers of St. Michael's College Oshiri. You are very much welcome, please. And we welcome Unity High School, Ugwu Oshiri. Please mention about what's the audience.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning to you too. Thank you so much for coming. We welcome the teachers and the handlers of Unity High School, Ugwu Oshiri. Thank you so much for coming. And we welcome Honorable Lucky Obaji. Thank you sir for coming. We're very much happy. I didn't know that you are going to be here today. Thank you so much. We welcome the clergy in our midst. Please sir, may stand up and greet the audience. Thank you so much, sir. It's a gentleman to the call, and we're very much happy to have you here today. Please, we welcome the DJ as well, the DJ who is playing music, DJ Ike Boy, the best DJ in Oshiri, or in Anjala government area, as far as is concerned. We are very much happy, and one of the most aspiring DJs as we have it in Nigeria today, so we're very much happy. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Please give us. Thank you so much. We very much appreciate it. Please, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we also welcome them already, community. So we are going to open this, before we go in to the opening prayers and other preliminaries to the debate, we're going to have our judges welcome in a special way. We have 3 judges in our midst, and all of them are gentlemen. This, as I was speaking, we have one of our special guests who just arrived. We have ASP. We have one where they know the please. We very much welcome you, sir. Please retire. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you so much. So we are going to introduce our judges, the judges of today's debates. So we have one of the first judge of today's debates. We have our judge Micheal Esquire. Please, sir, may you give us the honor of standing up while we welcome you. Thank you so much. So I'm going to render an abridged citation of Ugwu Esquire, please. Ugwu Esquire. Please, may we pay rapt attention while we do that. A fine gentleman, positivist, and erudite scholar, astute public speaker, and legal practitioner by essence, Micheal Esquire has his primary education at Ahmad Central School, Oshiri. He attended St. Michael's College, Oshiri, and community secondary school Oshiri for his junior and senior secondary school education respectively. Afterwards, he proceeded to Ugwu State University, where he made his marks on the walls of history for his university education. After graduating a Bachelor's of Law LLB degree from Ugwu State University, he proceeded to Nigerian Law School, Kano campus, for his legal education, and was subsequently called to bar as a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. One-time social prefect at Fathers Academy Secondary School, Lagos State. One-time early coach chairman National Association of Functional Government Students and Graduates, one-time Elected Chairman, Federated Oshiri and Graduates, member, Nigerian Bar Association, Enugu branch. Agachukwu Esquire is at present the chairman, Ishiago Customary Court, Ebonyi State, and he is a big role model to our youth. Please, ladies and gentlemen, may we have one of our members in the presence, Agachukwu Esquire. Thank you for coming down. We are very much happy for honoring our invitation to be in this event today. Thank you so much once again. So we now have the honor of introducing the second judge of today's event. And we are going to introduce the person of Ndubisi Chimezie Esquire. Please, when you're not standing up, sir. Thank you so much. Ndubisi Chimezie Amos Esquire is an enterprising legal practitioner and a partner in the law firm of Right Sports Attorneys. Chimezie focuses on teaching individuals their specific rights in any relationship they find themselves. Chimezie educates individuals on their legal rights in a layman's language through a weekly publication on the Facebook page called Right Sports. His area of specialization includes criminal law, property law, personal injury law, and many more. He is also a pro bono lawyer with the Legal Aid Council of Ebonyi, where he represents indigent persons who cannot afford the services of a lawyer in courts. He has secured the release from detention of several individuals in correctional centers. He is a graduate of the prestigious University of Ibadan and was called to the Nigerian Bar in 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, may you give us the honor of welcoming one of our judges in the person of Ndubisi Chimezie Amos Esquire. Please and thank you for coming. Very much happy. So we go to the next one of our judges for today's event. And we are going to welcome one of the judges in the person of Okoro Emmanuel, Mr. Okoro Emmanuel. Please make that up, sir. Thank you so much. Okoro Emmanuel is the native of Omunjoko Ugwu Oshiri, Onitsha government area of Ebonyi State. He attended St. Michael's Nursery and Primary School, Oshiri, where he obtained his first school leaving certificate in 2010. He proceeded to New Haven Model Secondary School, Oshiri, and afterwards to Oshiri Community Secondary School, where he wrote his senior secondary school examination in 2016. In 2018, he was admitted into Alex Ekwemeri Federal University, Ndufu Alike, Ifuna, Ebonyi State, to study medical physiology, please. Later in 2020, he took a general leap to Federal University, Wukari, FUW, Taraba State, where he is currently studying medicine and surgery, MBBS. He is the current executive president of Federal University, Wukari Medical Student Association, FU Wumsa. While in secondary school, Okoro Emmanuel was a figurehead in debate and quiz competitions. He developed his debating skills and became a powerful and passionate debater at the New Haven Secondary School, Oshiri. He is still reputed to be one of the best speakers on the podium. He represented Oshiri Community Secondary School, Oshiri, as the leading speaker in 2016 in Ebonyi State Inter-Secondary School Debate Competition at National Government Area Headquarters, Isu, where he matched one of the best speakers. At present, due to his keen interest in debate, he selflessly coaches young students who are zealous about debates and public speaking. He has soft and hard digital skills, which include but are not limited to graphic design, content writing, blogging, and so many others. At his leisure time, he enjoys writing, reading, public speaking, teaching, chatting, even watching and playing football. Ladies and gentlemen, may we do the honor of welcoming one of our We welcome the president. Mr. Magoro, please, thank you for coming. Welcome to the landing. I will go to one of our officials today in the presence of Mr. Malam. That's why I know him. He's a very good gentleman. He's somebody that likes and loves everything education. Today, Mr. Malam is going to be our timekeeper. And when the time comes, we are going to have the chief judge among the three judges give us the modalities of today's debates. And for us to kickstart this event today, having introduced people and having introduced the speakers and the schools and teachers and the handlers and our judges, we are going to have a prayer session by our Reverend Father. Please, may you do us the honor of leading us in prayers. We welcome to the podium, sir. Thank you so much for having us.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Our Father,
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
dearest Lord, we thank you for the gift of this day, which you have made it possible for us to assemble here to praise reason. And since you are giving us a divine mandate to be fruitful, to subdue the earth, we are gathered here because of our love of education. Your sons and daughters are here. We pray for your presence, that whatever we are going to do here, we will go seamlessly and be a success. Guide all the events of this day. Bless all those who one way have participated in organizing this event. May, at the end of today, as we depart from here, we shall live joyfully, knowing full well that you are with us and still with us. All this we ask through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for the well-rendered prayer, sir. And as we go ahead, we are from Information Technology for Youth Advancement Foundation, Oshiri, also known as IT for Youth. As we've said before, we welcome you officially. And before we invite the judges, may we deliver a synoptic speech from the Board of Trustees of IT for Youth. This is a speech from the Board of Trustees of IT for Youth on the inclusion of IT for Youth Annual Information Technology Debate, held on this day, the 3rd day of March 2022 at Oshiri Development Center Auditorium. While underscoring the great impacts of information technology in our world today, the renowned American inventor and futurist called Ray Kurzweil subtly remarked, I quote, "Our intuition about the future is linear, but the reality of information technology is exponential, and that makes a profound difference. If I take 30 steps linearly, I get to 30. If I take 30 steps exponentially, I get to a billion." There is no gainsaying that information technology drives everything in the world we live in today, from the food we eat to how we behave. Even it determines how we live our lives and the prospects thereof. Most businesses today are going bust or broke because their works are being replaced by automation. Just a tap on a computer and whatever you need is done. Our youth are becoming unemployed at exponential rates. Our communities are getting worse on a daily basis. Still, we are still believing in the same old adage, tomorrow will be better. No, it doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. Our tomorrow cannot just be better. if we continue to do the same thing over and over again, how do we expect our community to provide the lives of Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Steve Jobs if we do the same thing that we do over again and don't even have capable basic science teachers in our schools today? How do you expect our youth to be different when their future is already defined in secondary schools by the same old problem? No science teachers, they can always do the arts. This, by default, confines the potential of our youth. It gets me crying when I remember that I lost a job opportunity just because I didn't know how to open an application in a computer. From the command prompt, I can still remember that day. I hated myself, not just because of the embarrassment, but the teacher alerts that a Nigerian graduate cannot use command prompts on a computer. What a shame. On that day, IT for Use was born to ensure that no one would be denied the opportunity because he doesn't have IT skills. Imagine a future where every child in Oshiri, irrespective of a background, would have acquired essential IT skills before the age of 12. The problem of affordability is now a story because IT for You is here to teach them. We don't have to afford it. It is completely free. That is our commitment, to empower every child with essential IT skills. It seems difficult, but we have started and it's too late for us to turn back. Our achievements speak for themselves. In 2018, we started with nothing, but today we have empowered more than 350 plus students in Oshiri and youths likewise on various IT skills. We now have acquired equipped IT center which is opened 247, 24 hours in a day for everyone to come in and learn IT skills. Last year, we became fully incorporated as per Nigeria's law under the Corporate Affairs Commission and Companies and Allied Matters Act of Nigeria. Today, we are kickstarting a new way to keep our youth engaged and prepare them for a beautiful future. The IT for Youth Board of Trustees have decided and agreed to make this debate an annual event. Enough of fighting with fists. Let's build a society where dialogue and intellectualism thrive for a better Oshiri tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great delight that we welcome you to the maiden edition of IT for Youth Information Technology Debate. This was put together by the founder and chairman of IT for Youth, Obara Kelechi Dennis. Thank you so much. So we have the privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to go into this debate program. As I did not say before I started my speech, I am going to be your moderator for today's event. Please make clap for me. And I'm going to invite one of the judges who is the chief judge to come and read out the modalities of the debate. And please, may we pay keen and rapt attention as he reads out the modalities. Please, the modalities are what we're going to operate with in this debate competition until we get to the end of it. Thank you so much. Let's get on to business. You're welcome, sir.
Good morning once again. I've been given the privilege to be the chairman for today's debate. Okay, we are here to enjoy a battle between 5 warring schools. But make no mistake, this battle is not with arms and ammunition. Rather, it's with words and wits. So I hope all of us came with ample words and wits to win this war. So going forward, we are going to be judging all the speakers based on some points. The first is case division. Case division is how you are able to marshal out your points. Every argument must have a premise and conclusion in that order. So you must have a point in way, like for instance, you have 3 speakers each. So the 3 speakers, you should be able to divide their topics, their points, one after the other. So it's not as if one speaker will come speak on the same topic, the person will come speak on the same topic, so it has to be divided. They will also have relevance on points and arguments. They will have quality of research. So by your speaking, you will know if actually you research on this topic or not. They will have posture and gesture. So how are you able to communicate with us? Your gesture, what does it say? They will have fluency and rhetoric. So what is that? It's about your ability to flow. They will have grammar, voice modulation, pronunciation, appearance, which is very, very important. Then we have rebuttals, of course. After every debate, there will be an opportunity for rebuttal, both for the opposing side and for the opposing side. Then that brings us to the time. Each speaker will have 8 minutes for speaking. Once it's 7 minutes, the timekeeper will ring the bell to remind you that you have only 1 minute left. And once your time is up, your time is up. If you continue after your 8 minutes have elapsed, it will affect your grading. Then for the rebuttal, each person, each school that is rebutting will have 3 minutes for rebuttal. Once your time is up to 2 minutes, 30 seconds, the timekeeper will remind you, that your time is only just 30 seconds. So please, let's stick to this time. It's better not to use the entire 8 minutes than to overuse the 8 minutes as it affects your grading. So thank you. I hope you enjoy a wonderful war of wits and words today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, the Chief Judge. The Chief Judge is somebody I know very much from University of Ibadan. He is an astute public speaker, and he is somebody that loves this kind of event. So he's very much experienced. Please, as the speakers, please, as the adjusted said, when you come to the podium, you are free. If you are not comfortable with using this thing the way it is, you can tell me. I will bring it and give to you if you have in your hand, right? So if you are not comfortable, do it when you are comfortable. But you are going to use the podium. But if you don't want to use the mic stand, I can bring it out and give the microphone to you. You have it in your hand and speak. Is that okay by you? Okay, that is very good. So as we've said before, we have the timekeeper here, in the person of Mr. Mala, and he's going to keep the time. So whenever he rings the warning bell, don't panic, calm down, and still keep on speaking. Just know that you have limited time to speak. And after the last minute, we say we have 10 minutes to speak, he is going to give you a grace of 30 seconds. Still, just summarize your debate and get time. If you hit it, I want to clap. Don't clap. Don't shout. Don't say, "ee." Don't say, "wow." No, don't do like that. That is where we clap in the civilized society when we do public speaking. Is that okay by you? Okay. So from the decision of the judges, we are going to have it in no particular order. In a reverse order, we're going to have Group C go first. We're going to have B go second, and we have C go third. In no particular order. We divided the groups into A, B, C for convenience. And as we said before, when you are speaking, know that you are not going to be rated based on whether you have won your opponent or not. You are going to be rated on whether you have scored the highest number of marks. So that means that even if you win in your own round and you have not scored high, you may not still go to the final stage. Is that understood? So you have to get a very high average. So the schools with these two highest averages are going to go into the final. While the school that has the third highest average is going to be the third position. Is that understood? Because here we have groups A, B, and C. Group A in Group A, gentlemen and ladies, we have New Haven Modern Secondary School facing Unity High School, Ugwu Oshiri. In Group B, we have St. Marcus College, Oshiri, facing Comprehensive Secondary School, Oshiri. And in Group C, we have Oshiri Community Secondary School, speaking alone. So the best way we are going to arrive at the winners of this competition is to rate you on the number of marks or the scores you made. So please, I wish you the best of luck as you come onto the stage. And may I have the honor of introducing the first speakers to this debate. The debate handler of community, are you around? Thank you so much. So we have the names of the three speakers from Oshiri Community Secondary School, Oshiri, of course. We have Eze Godwin Okwudirichukwu. May you come up to the stage? That should be the lead speaker, the first speaker of Oshiri Community Secondary School. And we have the second speaker from that. We have Ugwu Oshiri. Ugwu Oshiri, are you there? And we have the third speaker of the Oshiri community, Obasi Chidedegulak. Please, are you here? You're welcome. So as we're going to start this round of debate, so this school we have here, Community Secondary School Oshiri, are going to be speaking on the topic elections in Nigeria should be technologically driven for freeness and fairness. Elections in Nigeria should be technologically driven for freeness and fairness. In Nigeria today, in the whole world today, we know that everybody is moving forward, but our dear country is still trying to be in the past. Thank God that the Electoral Act has just been signed by the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, last week. And we are looking at getting more of it. Elections should be technologically driven for freeness and fairness. So we are going to hear from these speakers. They are opposing the motion. They are saying no, it should not be like that. It's quite unfortunate that we don't have anybody saying yes, because we actually did it in a way that was very transparent. The schools had to pick the side they're going to speak on. So when we get this topic to this school, they were told to pick whether opposing or proposing. So they picked opposing in a very transparent way. So they are going to be telling us that elections in Nigeria does not have to be driven technologically for us to get freeness and fairness in our elections. Thank goodness that we're going to have the 2023 elections in a few months' time. So let's listen and hear the arguments of these speakers. And may I have the honor of calling on the first speaker of Oshiri Community Secondary School, Oshiri, Eze Godwin Okwudirichukwu, as he mounts the podium to tell us reasons why elections in Nigeria should not in any way be driven technologically for freeness and fairness. So, please, the speaker, when you come onto the stage, don't hasten up to start. Your time starts when you start. When you open your mouth to speak, that is when your time starts. Please start it by 10 minutes. Your time starts when you start. Thank you, and come onto the stage. I wish you good luck.
Mr. Moderator, the impartial panel of judges, the accurate timekeeper, and my co-debaters and listening audience. Eze Godwin Okwudirichukwu is my appellation, hosting the flag of Oshiri Community Secondary School today to speak on opposition of the motion. Elections in Nigeria should be technologically driven for freeness and fairness. I, as the lead speaker of my team, shall be considering the social effects of elections in Nigeria should be technologically driven, while my second speaker shall be buttressing on the environmental effects of elections of electronic election. Whereas my next speaker here shall be telling us more effects about political effect in electronic election in Nigeria. He will also show us how and why our arguments have won the debate. Each of us are also going to draw a kind of comparative analysis and reasons why elections in Nigeria should not be technologically driven. We are also going to add needed ingredients such as quotes and quotations, samples and examples. Say them all. All these efforts are going to put to show our audience that shall not come here to offer empty arguments. Oh yes, let's start it. Here are my more than 101 reasons, but because of lot of time, I will be pointing only but few. Vulnerability of hacking. Why do I mean by vulnerability of hacking? According to the Congressional Research Service of Election Reform and Electronic Voting System, election and vendors generally state that they do not transmit election results from the polling booth through the internet, but can transmit them directly through the direct modern connection or virtual private network. However, even this approach may be something attached to the internet. That is because telephone transmission systems are highly connected to the internet, and the computers the receiving server may be connected, such as local area network. Therefore, using of internet would be something out of question. In the case of Bangladesh, where we continuously have a suspicion of electoral fraud. Moreover, voter verified paper audit trials. Why do I mean by this? Internet voting system are limitations and risks of computer technology. Why do I mean by this? That is the inability to dictate the presence of software or hardware that will be used deliberately or inadvertently to alter election results. According to Rebecca Mercury, PhD, President Notable Software, democratic election required independent verification that all ballot choices have been recorded as intended and voter totals have been created and examined by the same voters. Therefore, voter verified paper ballots provide auditable counts of ballots. But without this, there will be no way to auditably and independently audit the election results. Foremostly, sensibility of fraud. Voting fraud is not either everywhere or absent everywhere, especially in our country, Nigeria. There are always allegations of fraud by all the losing political parties. Fraud comes in degrees and increments. A malicious voting system that is created and distributed by one vendor of 100 to 1,000 of polling booths can systematically falsify millions of votes. However, some people think that tampering with electronic voting machines are quite easy hard, but the computer scientists have proven it that tampering with a computer system is extremely easy. However, if people who are there know how to operate the machine, they can easily remove the memory card from the voting machine, and in place they put their own memory card with virus which can temper the votes. Therefore, there are going to be a susceptibility of fraud. As if enough is not enough, inaccuracy in capturing voters' intent. What do I mean by this? If a touching screen is used in election, the sensor of the touching screen machine may be knocked out of alignment through transport of goods. And if this machine is not put in order before election starts, there will be misinterpretation by the machine. For example, if a voter touches the screen which identify candidate X. Candidate Y will highlight up instant. Lastly, before I give the microphone to my next speaker, political ties of manufacturers. What do I mean by this? The present government decision not to keep the caretaker government and hold the next general election and election commission has made it more unreasonable and unfair. Come to think of it, the political culture of our country, the political culture of our country, it is undeniably a fact that any company or manufacturer hired to conduct electronic voting machine will tailor the electronic machine according to the needs of the political party in power. So with these 2 points of mine, I think that I have been able to convince that elections in Nigeria should not be technologically driven for freeness and fairness. Thanks.
Please, can we clap for him?
No, thank you so much. When I said use that one is when he's speaking, right? But after he's done speaking, you are free to clap the conventional clap. Is that okay? Please clap for him once again. That is good. He has said that elections in Nigeria should not be technologically driven. I have given us many reasons, digitally and socially. He has given us some other political reasons for that. I like the way he spoke. He spoke with action. One of the most powerful, great speakers. That's important. When he was asked the secret of public speaking, he said, action, action, action. That's what they understand. He will stand, but he will see perfect argument. It doesn't matter how you speak. What we need is the what? Action. So we have listened to the first speaker of the opposite side of that topic. And we're going to listen to the second speaker of the same topic. And we're going to listen to the Ugwu Oshiri from the same school, Oshiri Community Secondary School, Oshiri. And as we welcome her on stage to come and play her role by arguing on the same point that elections in Nigeria should not in any way be technologically driven. Please, may you come and take the center stage as you lay your arguments. Thank you.
All protocols duly observed. My name is Ugwu Oshiri, a student from Oshiri Community Secondary School. I'm here to propose the motion that election in Nigeria should be technologically driven for freeness and fairness. But before I address my points, I would like to define the 2 key words in here: election and technology. What is election? Election is the process of selecting a candidate who will represent the people in a political seat through voting. And technology is the application of scientific knowledge to the practical aims of human life. Here are my points. Firstly, denial of franchise. What is franchise? Franchise is the right of a citizen to vote and be voted for in an election. When election is technologically driven, there will be denial of franchise in his or her polling booths. Why? Because most of the voters are novice or illiterate in the field of electioneering. According to publishers, and I quote, the expectations of life depends on diligence. And a mechanic that needs to perfect his work also needs to sharpen his tools. According to publishers again, and I quote, the strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. With the cost of publishers, when the expectations of life do not depend on diligence, when the expectations of life do not depend on diligence from the government and the system operators, people will do the untrue to deny the franchise of the eligible citizens, which will in turn harm and destroy government plans and policies. Secondly, lack and insufficient power supply. The most technologically driven gadgets need power source for it to be charged before it will be used profitably during election results. In most cases, where those gadgets are taken to rural areas where there is no power source for it to be charged, like electricity, generator, solar power, etc., there is every tendency that they will not be charged, and so the correctives will not be done in each due process. The lack of power supply will make the devices to be unable to switch on during electionary proceedings. The insufficient power supply will make the loss of data in the memory units of the devices. And so, this will be tantamount to the inefficient and ineffective electoral processes. More so, election rigging. The incomplete voting of data in various polling votes due to one problem or the other will be tantamount to some abnormalities which is not convenient to the national needs of the nation. The use of electronic devices has dealt certain judgment to various places to manipulate election results, hence change and hijacking of figures in election results. It is obvious that the singly winning candidates overgoes the risk of ID thefts, such as impersonal fraud, false registration, bribery on high places, duplicate voting, illegal assistance, illegible voting, etc. Cybersecurity statistics has shown the rate of identity thefts that have significantly increased during the COVID-19 pandemic. In this manner, people pretend to be whom they are not, or to be alive for the person that have passed on during election, and to vote in his name. Sometimes INEC officials misdirect the voter to make an invalid decision in order to disqualify and fail the opposing candidates and party. Lastly, breakdown and malfunctioning. Breakdown and malfunctioning may eventually bring mechanical inaccuracy in the system, which is election. Voters in their polling votes require and make choices of the confirmation of the devices before it will be added and recorded to the total. Remote electronic voting system has fully exploited the potentials of ICT. Voters still use the graphical user's interface as with the digital reader's examinations. Although the casting of ballots are done remotely. Thus, as a result of this case, tell me if election should vote for the day or not. If not, we schedule and postpone the date to a fresh date. If it is not done so, election will be carried out without fear and favor in the designated place of voting. With these few points of mine, I know that I have been able to convince and not to confuse you that elections in Nigeria should not be technologically driven. Thanks.
She just spoke very succinctly. We said whenever you come up, you stand up, you speak up, and you what? You shut up. So she has gone out. That is just how life is, just like a stage. She has come to portray and juxtapose the points why elections in Nigeria should not in any way be technologically driven for Freeness and Fairness. And from her arguments, she has led bare that there are many reasons. Technologically, we have some points of illiteracy socially, we have culturally, politically, and otherwise that would make elections that is technologically driven to be tantamount to the kind of futile race. So when elections are technologically driven, according to her, some things may be compromised. So we are very much happy for that line of argument. Thank you so much, the second speaker of the school. Then we welcome the third speaker of the school to come and buttress his voice, telling us, recapitulating on the same points that elections in Nigeria should not in any way be driven technologically for Freeness and Fairness. With the third speaker, may you come up and take the center stage as we buttress your arguments. Thank you. Good luck.
Protocol duly observed. I am from Oshiri Community Secondary School. I am here to oppose the motion that election in Nigeria should be technologically driven for Freeness and Fairness. With my upcoming point, here I will address it. Firstly, corruption in the Nigeria electoral system is abuse of all facets of the system. According to the 2019 general election, in Nigeria, the confirmation of the increase in consignment over the illegal deployment of food. both at federal and the state to uphold this provision and the unveiling new election in one of the major areas of the data for fuel station. 15.5 of the 1999 Constitution prohibits abuse of power. Item 9 of the 5th schedule to the Constitution also prohibits public officers from doing acts and the direct be done in abuse of his office. Any violation of this provision attracts a punishment of vocation from the office for future of the asset, free from such abuse and the disqualification of any public office for at least 10 years. This is to help introduce to any criminal offense that may be brought against the violator. All incumbents were to uphold this provision. All incumbents were to uphold this provision. This study, however, reviews growth violations of this kind constitutional provision by incumbents. Also, poor network of electoral candidates, especially in rural areas, has to be electronically or technologically driven for Freeness and Fairness. If there had not been poor network in the usable voters card readers and the other electronic gadgets in the various polling booths, to this certain electoral agents tend to change the facts and the figures that have been inputted or yet to be inputted in the system. It will therefore reschedule the date for voting and the ordinary franchise of eligible voters. Most of lack of technical know-how of the gadgets. Engineers and the operators will make election if it is technologically driven. The fairness and the fairness that are supposed to be achieved in the fairness and the fairness that are supposed to be achieved in the system and the citizenry at large will be missed out. This instead changes intended figures for last votes. For instance, due to lack of technical know-how, an operator, as a result of illiteracy, an operator who wishes to type in 105 will put 150 or so. Finally, candidates contesting for various positions in the country have known the pros and the cons of the various booths or units. Their ambition to win election by all means will lead them to attempted or engaged talking. To cast away with the electoral material like the ballot papers, ballot boxes, voters card readers, and the voters card readers. If all these aforementioned material, which are technologically driven, are taken from the eyesight of voters, there will be a forceful intention to run. Election under the barracks of gun and the other sophisticated weapon within their range. If with the aforementioned point of mind, I want to reaffirm my own position to say that election in Nigeria should not be technologically driven, but to avoid some or all those anomalies. Thanks.
Thank you so much for that wonderful outing. Thank you. Please, can you give him some wonderful rounds of applause? He did marvelously well by my own estimation, but I'm not one of the judges. That is it. So please, I said it earlier, if you come on stage and you cannot handle the microphone while it is in here, take it and hold it in your hand. Please don't leave it here. Just relax on stage before you start speaking. Nobody is rushing you. Just keep your calm. You can breathe in and breathe out before you start speaking. Your time only starts when you do what? Starts. That is it. Please, any other person that comes on stage and this thing wants to distract you, take it out and do the one that is more convenient for you. Is that okay? Yes. Okay, he has said, the last speaker of that side has said that the elections in Nigeria should not in any way be technical driven for Freeness and Fairness. And believe you me, I know that he did some wonderful arguments there, even though he was distracted. You see what we say, small but what? Mighty. Small in size but big in action. So that is it. So it doesn't matter the size or your size or whatever, it matters the size or the quality of your argument, the quality of your voice. That's why we say public speaking is you stand up, you do what? You speak up, you do what? You shut up. We're not fighting. We are fighting with our voice, with our arguments. We're not fighting with feet, not with guns, not with machetes. Thank you so much for that. They have finished their round, and we are going to have one of the speakers, any speaker of their choice, to come and give us a report or summary of their points. So you have 3 minutes to summarize your points. Come on stage to summarize. Any of you, not just a particular person. So you make a decision and choose one of you to come and represent. Good luck. Okay.
As if enough is not enough, here I want to summarize some points which we have mentioned here. A Latin man would say, Vox populi, vox Dei, the voice of people is the voice of God. A Latin man would also say, Cognistics ex verita libra vos, and I repeat, Cognistics extima est veritas libra vos. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So the type of corruption that is here in Nigeria is uncomputable that can be stopped. Therefore, using of electronic devices for election can be a tantamount and a disgrace to our dear country. Looking to at all these manual electronic voting which are being used now, it have been already corrupted. But due to all this, we have been only making sure that there will be no other technologically driven that could be used in election. I know, because you cannot be able to identify the difference between other votes and the same one, because it can be used by this year and also used for another year. So with these few flow points of our arms, so we know that I'll be able to summarize that elections in Nigeria should not be technologically driven for freeness and fairness. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The first speaker of Oshiri, Community Secondary School Oshiri, for that summary, for that recapitulation. He came to give some conclusive evidence why elections in Nigeria should not in any way be technologically driven. And one of the things that drew my attention when he was speaking is the Latin Maxims which he actually gave. I love it. So it shows that at least he gave some kind of preparation. And he said that elections in Nigeria, if you do anything, it could be tantamount to doing nothing if it is technologically driven. Thank you so much for giving us argument. Thank you to Oshiri, Community Secondary School Oshiri. Thank you for that round of debates. Please, you may go back to your seats while we await the judges' decision. Please, very glad for them as they go back to their seats. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that, DJ. And we are getting not to the climax of the event because we're going to have a grand finale of the event. We are going to the second round of the debate competition, and I'm very hopeful and confident that as we get higher, we are going to be having tougher debate rounds. So I'm believing that we are going to have two giants who are coming out to tell us some good arguments to marshal out the points on a very serious issue. And that serious issue, that serious topic is, has technology come to save the world or destroy it? It's a big issue in Nigeria today. We have people with computers who do bad things with it. We have people who do good things with the same computer. So we are saying we have the good, we have the bad, we have the ugly. So we are going to be having two schools. The first school we're going to be calling on to stage is a comprehensive secondary school, Oshiri. And we are going to be speakers of the school in the persons of John Godwin Chidera as the first speaker. Please make up on stage. Clap for him as he comes on stage. John Godwin Chidera. We welcome you, gentlemen, from Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri. And we welcome the second speaker of that proposing side. We welcome no other person than Ugwu and Norma. Please, Miss Norma, please may come to the stage. Ugwu and Miss Norma. A gentleman in skirt. We have a gentleman and gentleman in skirt. So we only have to have one gentleman in the whole world. One is in trouser, while the other one is in skirt. So we have the third speaker of that side. We have Ugwu China Asaekbere. Ugwu Favor China Asaekbere. Please make up for her. Thank you for coming. Thank you all for coming. And we have the proposing side. I told you that this is going to be a very tough debate round. We have St. Michael's College Oshiri. And we invite the first speaker of St. Michael's College Oshiri. We invite no other person than a gentleman in trousers or skirts, Ugwu Oshiri. Please may you clap for us. Yeah, a gentleman to the call. Thank you so much. Okay, we have a proposal and opposing. And we invite the second speaker of St. Michael's College Oshiri is no other person than Ugwu Favor. Are you there? Please clap for her as she comes from the stage. Clap for her in front of me to come and speak to an audience of more than 100 persons at this age, secondary school. Before these students are going to make it to greater heights if they continue this way. And we call on the third speaker of St. Michael's College Oshiri, Chukuma Heaven. Chukuma, if I'm right, Heaven. Please, okay. Okay, thank you so much for that correction. Please clap much out on the stage. Thank you so much for coming. And we are going to be listening to them speak on the topic, as I've said before, that technology has come to the world to save the world or destroy it. We have one side saying that it has come to save the world. The other side saying it has come to destroy it. So we say, has technology come to save the world or destroy it? While the proposing side will say, yes, it has come to save the world. We are going to be having the other side saying, no, it has not come to save the world. It has come to destroy. That is it. And we are going to hear them speak and argue and marshal their points on this very important topic. And these people, as I said before, are two great schools in Oshiri, and they have very good records in public speaking and debates. So we expect nothing less from them than to give us the best. May I introduce the first speaker of Comprehensive Secondary School Oshiri, the proposing side, Mr. John Godwin Chidera. to come and marshal his points on the topic, how technology comes to save the world or these drugs. So very much happy to welcome you, gentlemen. May you come onto the stage. Take the stage and tell us the story. And please, if you can't use the mic, I'll give it to you. If you can use it, adjust it very well to your taste before you start. I wish you good luck.
Good day, the moderator, the panel of judges, my co-debaters, and my listening audience. My name is Micheal. I am here to speak in favor of the topic caption, has technology come to save the world or to destroy it? Yes, technology has come to save the world and not to destroy it. But before I proceed, I would like to tell you my points. Agriculture, communication, transportation, organ transplantation, and the medicine. I would like to tell you the points of the second speaker from my side, which are electricity, civilization, modernity, and the others. I would like to tell you the points of the third speaker, which are enormous help of technology in the field of sports, health, wealth creation, and the others, and the other additional uplifting points as will be reported by her. Before I proceed, I would like to tell you the meaning of technology. Technology is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry. There are two types of technology: developed and underdeveloped technology. Developed technology is the type of technology in which people use modern devices in production and services, while underdeveloped technology is the type of technology in which people use good devices in production and services, like sending information through letter writing. According to Jack Elu, I quote, "Modern technology has become the determining phenomenon for civilization, the defining force of a new social order, in which efficiency is no longer an option, but a necessity imposed in all human activities." For the sake of emphasis and deep understanding of this quote, I buttress my ideas with these following points of mine. Firstly, communication. This is the transfer of information from one person to another. Technology has made it easy for people to communicate with their family members who are not living in the same area with them through phones. In olden days, people write letter and send, and before it will get to the person that they are sending the information to, it will undergo some stages and take time. But nowadays, technology has made it easy for people to communicate with their family members within the twinkle of an eye. Secondly, transportation. This is the movement of goods and services from one place to another. Technology has made it easy for people to go about their business near and far easily. Technology has helped a lot of people not to stress themselves by trading. My audience, can you imagine that my father told me that his father trekked from Oshiri to Ugwu? But nowadays, technology has made it easy for people to travel from one country to another through some technological vehicles like motor car, ships, aeroplane, etc. Moreover, medicine. This is the study and treatment of diseases and injuries. Technology has provided drugs which are used by medical personnel to treat diseases and injuries. If not that technology has provided drugs used for this purpose, the number of people that would have been dying in the world today will be greater than the number of people that are alive. But technology has helped to save the world by providing drugs used for this purpose. Nevertheless, starvation. Starvation is the state of suffering or death caused by having no food. Technology has introduced biotechnology into the world today, and the introduction of biotechnology has helped in converting cropland into finished foods, like converting cassava into
this has helped to make sure that there is sufficient availability of food throughout the entire population. More so, agriculture. This is the cultivation of crop and rearing of animals for the benefit of man. Technology has provided some farm implements like tractor, crop harvester, and plower. My audience, can you imagine if a person uses soil to till the ground for the purpose of cultivating crop? That person will eventually end up not getting enough food to satisfy him and his family. Talk more of leftover for taking to the market for others who are working in other fields other than agriculture to buy for their family use. The technology discusses the problem of starvation. The technology has made it easy for people in the world today by making sure that there is availability of food throughout the entire population. Finally, organ transplantation or donation. This is a medical procedure in which an organ is removed from one person's body and placed it on the body of the recipient to replace a damaged one. Technology has helped to save a lot of life in the world today by providing some sophisticated devices which are used by medical science to tackle this problem of organ donation that has helped to save a lot of life in the world today. My audience, take for instance, the present president of Nigeria, Mr. Muhammadu Buhari, has undergone this process and is still alive today, functioning with one kidney. Nigerian Press International has also undergone this process and is still alive today with a wife and 3 children. That is why he retired early from football. That is why he retired early from football. My listening audience, I think I have convinced you with the emphasis on the points I have made. Thanks.
Are you entertained? Yes. Are you educated? Yes. Are you good to go? Yes. Of course, we are very much entertained and educated. I told you, and I was right, that this round is going to be a very tough one. Not just tough, but a very entertaining and a very educating one. They say that when 2 elephants fight, what happens? Of course, we have the 2 elephants fighting. And we have heard the first speaker of Company Secondary School Oshiri. He came here to make a demonstration, quietly, give us some reasons why technology, or why he thinks, because judges have not actually decided, why he thinks that technology has come to save the world and not destroy it. And we are going to listen to the other speaker from the other side, the first speaker of St. Michael's College Oshiri. And we're going to listen to Ugwu and we'll speak to say no, that technology has not come to save the world, it has come to destroy it. Please, may you clap for her as she comes on the stage, as she comes to the stage. Clap for him. Thank you so much.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, the panel of judges, the moderator, our current timekeepers, my co-debaters, my opponents, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to sign this award garden to propose the motion that as the clergy comes to save the world and to destroy this. Wow, what a wonderful topic to discuss and another debate time. Before I proceed, I as the first speaker would like to discuss on how technology has started to destroy the world in the education sector and attempt to POIs and reporters. Why does the speaker talk about how technology has started to destroy the world in the health sector and attempt to POIs? Why my first speaker discuss on how technology has started to destroy the world in society and at large? But before I proceed, I would like to tell us what technology is all about. Technology is the application of scientific knowledge in solving practical problems using some devices. Most of these devices have caused a serious downfall to education, especially in Nigeria. Here are my points to back up my claim. Technological devices are distractive. Technological devices make it easier to cheat during examinations. Technological advancements lead to the use of available resources for learning. It gives the ability of students to recall, to retain and to complete. It can cause medical issues for some students. It has hindered students' ability to express themselves. Issues of crime, when not properly supervised, and the rise of technology. But before I proceed, I have the first speaker from the proposing team say that the transition has been made by technology. Let me ask you, those cars produced to help with transportation. Do you know the amount of danger it has posed to the environment? The release of gases from these cars have caused a serious downfall in the natural sustaining features of the earth, such as the ozone layer. Before, natural means of transportation like donkeys are being used. So you can't tell me that it was only land that was used to travel from here to places like Ugwu Oshiri. So that point is wrong. Then secondly, the indomie you produce you pronounce as an instance, which is very dangerous to health. It can cause cancer. So you can see that technological devices have processed food that are supposed to be natural into harmful substances for our body. And again, the communication you talked about, phones are not used to lie. Well, someone can be here and tell you that it is at any or Abuja whatsoever. So you can see that technological devices has come to be the world astray. Now back to my point. Technological devices are distracting students. Yes, technological devices like the smartphones and computer have turned most of our youth into zombies. You can see most of them coming to school, pressing the phone on the phone, just as I saw when I was coming here. A student from coming to secondary school, but still use our phone. You almost spend it towards that way. So you can see that phones are not turning our youth into zombies. Technological devices, this is the type of technology. Yes, technological devices that can make a single email that enters the hot place and go on to everybody inside the phone. And every one of them involved and certainly indulged in the establishment of parties. Take for instance, in Nigeria, a night before when questions always fly around the internet and people get prepared answers into the hall, most of our youth are caught with their smartphones inside the examination hall. These are all made possible by technology. Technological advancement leads to the use of unreliable resources for learning. Yes, most of the information posted online are not being vetted before they are posted there by professionals. So anybody who wants to make money can easily open a website for study for students without knowing what he or she is doing. Any students who get first-hand information from resources like this can end up having a misconception about that topic he or she was looking for. So with this class, the project has really come to destroy more than accidents. But also, the technological devices have skilled students' ability to recall, retain, and complete. Simple mathematical operations which were done simply before. Technology has brought in most devices like the calculator and computer in the name of simplifying these operations for students, but it has skilled students' ability to retain information. Take for instance, not all students now can synthesize most of the things in multiplication table due to the advent of calculators. If you ask a student here now, 6 times 7, the person will start off looking for his own calculator to work it out. Again, students now cannot count money easily and give you the outcome of the calculation. After counting the thing, they can go and look for the calculators to add up the amounts and take the exact amounts that came out from calculation. With this, can see that the technology has really come to destroy another students. Technology can cause many issues for students. Yes, the direct contact of the eye with the screen has caused many eye defects for many students. For instance, in China, estimated 50% of students between the age of 7 to 18 have been discovered to be putting on eyeglasses due to eye defects from direct contact with the screen and computers. So this can see that technology has become to destroy one students. Technology has hindered students' ability to express themselves. When students learn slangs from websites in computer like Facebook, they use this in formal gathering to express themselves. It has given their ability to write down on their own due to the advent of typewriters and computers. So when I expose to formal gatherings, they find it hard to express themselves. You can see most of them using the shorthand languages used in Facebook, such as that. In order to that, we say D8 So you can see that with this, the country has really come to show how to do it. Again, the country has lost sheets of wine for many as a result of lack of supervision. Technology needs a supervisor who is very conversant with the computer to stay with students because of the interaction with it. Due to the fact that students are delayed for what they actually came there for and start watching things like pornography and even stealing from the computer. So that was the case in USA. Estimated 16 billion was stolen from 2.7 million people by a book known as Identity Thieves, as shown by the Champion Research. This was a group of players who were allowed to go inside their computer lab without proper supervision, and they defended from what they were asked to do through the help of ABC mouse. So this you can see that the technology has really come to destroy the world and not to save it. Thanks.
Let's clap for him again. That was a very scintillating presentation from the first speaker of St. Lecture. In fact, I was enthralled hearing the facts, figures, analysis, and juxtapositions he was making. I'm very sure that the judges are going to have a very difficult time determining who is the winner of this round. I am very much entertained. Are you entertained also? Yes. Are you educated? Yes. Should we go ahead? Yes. If you say so, let me invite the second speaker of the proposed side. Co-president of the scholarship, second speaker, in the person of Obona Mesama, to come and tell us why technology has come to save the world and not destroy it. We are going to listen to Mesama marshal arguments in favor of the topic, telling us the same story which the first speaker said earlier. Good luck to you.
All protocols are duly observed. I'm standing on the already established protocol to speak in favor of the topic. Caption: has technology come to save the world but to destroy it? Yes, technology has come to save the world and not to destroy it. Here are my points to claim it. Firstly, it is through technology that the world came to embrace the modern ways of life, through the use of cars, television, telephone, radios, etc. In the past, people lived an archaic and primitive existence until technology was embraced, and today, life has been saved through the help of it. Also, it has helped us and is still helping us to live longer. In the ancient days, people died without anyone fathoming the cause of the death, until our Savior was embraced, which is technology, and came in and helped in unraveling the causes of death. The magic was done through the invention of the equipment that runs tests on women to detect the causes, nature, symptoms, and cures of illness. Additionally, it is through technology that we are able to communicate effectively with one another. In the past, communication with distant friends, relatives, etc. was done via only letter writing. But the advent of technology gave us telephone and now mobile phone. Today, one does not have to write often. This is because one can sit in the comfort of his room within seconds and communicate with anybody in any part of the world. Likewise, everybody have mobile phones with them and communicate with it. That's why Tim O'Reilly has it that what technology does is to create new opportunities to do a job that customers want done. Secondly, technology has made work easier and faster via the use of computers. Today, we have computers in our various homes and offices, which help us to work with ease. People now are holding things manually and have resorted to the use of computers for the business transactions. Think of how the world would be without the use of technology like computers in our various homes and offices. Technology has made the world a safer place to live in by giving us engineering in the building of good roads, houses, bridges across the world. Also, it offers employment opportunities. Nigerians can employ to do jobs in foreign countries like Canada, United States of America, United Kingdom of Great Britain, and others, just to mention but a few, thereby reducing the high rate of joblessness, criminality, and other sorts of social vices that are hovering in our nation and at the same time eating deep into the fabric of our nation. Furthermore, technology has made the world a better and safer place to live through the invention of airplanes that can travel to any part of the world with the speed of lightning. In the past, when there is nothing like technology, people spend days, weeks, months to get to any part of Africa, Europe, and America. But the discovery of technology like airplanes made traveling from one continent to another very easier and fun to embark on. More so, the loss of lives usually caused by dangerous animals that people making a far distant journey do encounter is now the stories of the past. This is because a lot of gadgets have been put in place to destroy any dangerous animals that want to cause havoc to passengers in air, sea, and land means of transportation. Oh, technology, you are indeed the world's savior. Finally, technology has brought light to the world with the advent of electricity. In the past, people lived in dark because of absence of power. People tend to retire early to bed once it was evening, but the situation has changed today because power is not generated to give us light visibilities. So we can never go on with our social lives and business, even late in the night, because of power generation. In addition, it has improved in the spread of knowledge. As a result of technology, knowledge has been spread more widely around the world, allowing better advances in medicine. This increase or spread of knowledge and ease communication has allowed the third world countries to advance more quickly. Organizations like Doctors Without Borders can easily walk into these countries to provide necessary medications. As a result of the new created communication, doctors now know where to go to provide medical support. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I stand here today clearly convinced in my mind that technology has indeed come to save the world and not to destroy it. For I can see my team of oppositions and the panel of judges nodding in agreement with me. Thank you. My name is Ugwu Oshiri.
Please make it up for her again. I think we're getting it right? Are we educated? Are we entertained also? We have technology has come to save the world or destroy it. We have these people saying yes. These people are saying no. I think we are probably in a very big state of indecisiveness because the two lines of arguments are very much difficult for anyone to say this is it. But judges are going to tell us this is the school that has taken the day. I'm very much happy that we're getting it right. And we're getting there. So may I have the honor of calling the second speaker from the opposite side, from St. Michael's College Oshiri, in the person of Chukwu Favor, to come and tell us reasons, arguments, facts, figures, why technology has come to destroy the world and not save it as the other side have maintained. Please come on stage, relax, and give us your arguments. Good luck.
Standing on the already existing protocol, I, the second speaker of the opposition team, have come to discuss how technology has come to destroy the world, especially in the health sector. What's health sector? Health sector is one of the sectors of the economy where life-threatening disease, among others, are taken care of. However, the advent of technology in the health sector has caused more harm than good. Here are my points to back up my claim. Firstly, there is risk related to breach of protected health information. Secondly, there is risk related to alteration of data that may be used to make wrong healthcare decisions. Technology has negatively affected the nature and life-sustaining feature of the earth. Advancements in technology has led to the production of genetically modified food. Some of the machine that was invented by the help of technology in the name to save life has come to pose a serious danger and the life is not meant to save. But before I proceed, I would like to address an issue that is raised by the second speaker of the proposition team. My dearest opponent, I have been saying that the people of olden days that their life there was nothing like job. But I'm here to put you wrong. In the people of olden days, they use natural herbs which are not harmful to the body. But live longer. The people of old days live longer more than the people of nowadays because they use natural herb. Back to my point. Firstly, there is related to nutrition. There is related to breach of health information. Information related to patients and confidential. Sending such information online can expose such information, and when this happens, it will lead to lack of confidence and trust in the doctors. For instance, some of us here would like to be doctors. As if a patient is taken to a hospital and they need quick recovery for the patient, unfortunately, it will take like 2 months or more than for the patient to recover. It will lead to lack of trust and confidence in the doctor, and no one would like to take a patient to such hospital. Secondly, there is this related to collection of data that may be used to make wrong healthcare decisions. Collection of data can be seen as a situation where the technology device, which is malfunctioned, can give a false health information. For instance, in 2011, Akam Chinedu, who was the former student of the State College of Education, was tested to ascertain information about the health status genotype, among others. The device showed that he was AS. After another consistent test, it was discovered that he was AA. The doctor that carried out the previous test came apologetic to him and the entire group. It could be said that information via technology could be misleading. On the other hand, some of the machines invented by the help of technology, intended to save life, has come to pose a serious danger in the life it was made to save, such as the X-ray machine. The X-ray machine is a machine that was invented for the detection of the internal body problem to make it easier. But it has been proved that as an individual continues to be exposed to such ultraviolet rays, such individual is exposed to some terminal diseases, and such individual body cells is being killed. It leads to some terminal diseases like cancer and diabetes. Again, the advancement in technology has led to the production of genetically modified food, which is also known as artificial food. Like my opponent said here that cassava is being used for the production of indomie. But let me tell you, do you know that there are some chemicals that is used for the production of indomie that are harmful to the human health? Such thing, this causes cancer and also leads to terminal diseases like diabetes in the human health. Again, technology has negatively affected the nation and led to the future of the earth, such as ozone layer depletion and global warming. What is ozone layer? Ozone layer is the layer of the atmosphere that protects the earth from the atmospheric ultraviolet rays. But due to the heavy burning of duty equipment that is made available by technology in different industries, the ozone layer that protects the earth from ultraviolet rays is gradually fading away. And when this happens, the earth will face the direct sunlight from the sun if the ozone layer finally vanishes. Now, global warming. Global warming can be seen as the change in the climate condition, which results in excessive heat and the change of the atmospheric condition. For instance, in some states like Rivers State in Nigeria, where the refining of crude oil is being taking place, people find it difficult to breathe because of the carbon monoxide that comes out from the machine that is being used for the refining of the crude oil. So with this, you have to see that technology has come to destroy the world and not to save it. Again, the advancement in technology has made the medical attention to be expensive. In the world today, people die in their houses because they don't have money to afford for their medical status to be checked. And the result of this, only the rich can afford to have their medical status checked while the poor die in their houses. Some of us here can be witness that we have people who are sick at home. Why are they in their houses? Because there is no money for them to have their medical status checked. Because of the device that is used, that is made available by technology in the health sector. Again, if patients interact with technology instead of the healthcare provider, the technology device has been programmed to perform a specific task at the time, body is to lead to death. For instance, if a patient is taken to hospital, they will use one or two instruments that will help to heal the person. And we know, yes, such instruments, we need it in order to check the medical status. But when the doctor's care is needed, in the absence of this, and when the technology that is free stops working, and the doctor that's supposed to be there in order to take care of the patient is absent, it will lead to death of the patient. I can, with these 3 points of mine, I know I have convinced the audience, and not to confuse them, that technology has come to the world to destroy it and not to save it.
I can see the judges nodding in appreciation. Please, may you clap for her again. She has made very good arguments, in fact, extensive arguments, in the way of portraying her points that technology has come to destroy the world and not save it. And we saw many facts, we saw figures, we saw modern day trends in that snippet. That's a very good evidence of research. So the judges are also working assiduously in this and one of this one. And they are trying to do that. I call on the first speaker on the proposal side, the first speaker from Gold Pressure Secondary School Oshiri, in the person of Ugwu Oshiri, to come and tell us reasons, to come and portray and juxtapose her points and arguments in proposition of the point that technology has come to save the world and not destroy it. Please, favor, may you take the center stage and present the point.
All protocols are duly observed. I am here to throw more weight in front of the topic capturing. Has technology come to save the world or to destroy it? Yes, technology has come to save the world and not to destroy it. According to Dr. Rijo, I quote, "It is not that we use technology, we live technology." As first, technology helps in world creation. Many countries of the world are worthy today because of technology. This is because a lot of ways through which they realize and guarded the world are through the assistance of technology. It's also about the residents of the world to plan and adopt a vibrant and practical economy that will sustain them and their posterity. In addition, it makes people self-reliant. People are no longer dying of gross necessity on the part of governments. This is as a result of the obvious fact that many ways of acquiring wealth have been disclosed to the people via technology. That is why we have forex markets, found by Sarah Patterson on April 4, 2008. Cryptocurrencies like Zuga Coin by Archbishop Sam Zuga, and Bitcoin found by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009. Others are Mazugafe, a dual sovereign who is the founder of Facebook and WhatsApp, also is the founder of Labon Vida in 1988, whose name is Iran's Valencia, and all that this will not permit me to itemize. The world's social project technology one of the ways it has come to serve the world was vindicated and proved to be unwavering fact. Because on April 6, 2010, one of the Nigerian famous newspapers, and Port Orange, particularly in page 3, and that of American New, released in August 16, 2015. Any doubting Thomas can consult of clarification, confirmation, full justification. The affirmation would money making opportunities and billionaires through by technology have solved the world from hardship, scandal and pain, and each stress involved in acquiring wealth. In fact, who knows what technology for serving the world? Secondly, technology has immensely helped in field of sports via the invention of goal-line technology. In field of sports, there's been a lot of determining goals scored by footballers, especially when the referee is far from the goal post, or finding out the truth over a completing goal between the teams that are involved. These have led a lot of enmity, discrimination, hate speeches, and more countries of the world. Therefore, studying has engendered the fostering of unity and oneness, which are the chief objective and aim of creating self-tournaments among countries of the world. But the advent of global technology in 1999, which was first used in UK as World Rugby Union amateur main event, solved the problem everlastingly and made it
By so doing, the unfriendly fighting among players has reduced to the barest minimum. Moreover, in area of giving opposition answers to the question, like we mentioned before, between two teams, between two players that are in football, volleyball, basketball pitch, technology is there to provide it. Oh, technology, you are only a word where truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, prevail. Furthermore, it separates from danger. Lives and properties are saved by technology. The story of fire outbreak in police station, market, buildings, companies or factories has gone to abuse of its intention, and this is caused by technology through its device called fire extinguisher and other devices that can predict and detect areas whereby the possible incident of fire outbreak and preventive measures to be applied immediately. More so, technology has made the world a danger-free zone. This is because vehicles and now planes has been designed in such a way that they can detect danger so maybe on the road, and signals will be given to the driver. If ignored, the vehicle will instantly stop moving by force, thereby reducing the rate at which accident occur and collision of vehicle and the other. This is single-handedly done by technology. Those of you living in cities like Lagos, Abuja, Enugu, and Ajah State Ebonyi, with Tesla remain in this and will be witness. In short, my other team of opposition, taking from me that the extent of technology is the essence of life and nothing else. If without it, then compare and contrast the ways that we lost like the 10th century, 15th century, this 16th century, and see that you are only putting a square peg in the round hole. Finally, all of us here are products of technology, reasoning that half of the human beings in the world are born through assassination, while others are born through the aid of medically prepared drugs. These are technology and nothing else. Or, is there any of you that will go some big one without the aid of medicine prescribed by physician? The answer is no in capital. Still on that, the ability of us to speak and make meaningful communication today is a result of technology. The knowledge of what we are discussing today are organized and given to us to present practically by our teachers. Some are personal team, while the more team have worried and casting as classes where you are able to speak that others have an understanding. Even the gloves, the footage go into this function, the cream and the perfume you rub and apply on your body are technology. Top maximum position. Technology is the brand on your common appearance and the adoring fragrance from you. If not, the present hair could have been more than many of today's show. Therefore, what else do you want to argue on when you are replicas of what I'm saying? That device will ban hands in this way. Once technology rolls over you, if you are not part of the same rollers, you are part of the road. How is society project my point beyond analysis? No doubt. I am sure that the last letter from my own team, you speak in agreement with me. Thanks a bunch. I am over favored Chinati.
Ladies, gentlemen, if you're not entertained and educated, I am. In fact, in the affirmative, we have seen that technology has come to save the world and not to destroy it, as argued by the third and last speaker of the proposition side. And now we are going to hear from the last speaker, or the third speaker of the opposition side, in the person of Ugwu Oshiri, arguing that technology has not in any way come to save the world, but it has come to destroy it. Please may come to the center stage and speak.
Standing on the already existing protocol, I am the third speaker of the opposition team. I stand here before this August gathering to discuss how technology has come to destroy the world and its adverse effects on the society. Well, the society is a group of people that live in an area with definite boundary and is characterized by peace, unity, and culture. However, the advent of technology in society has caused more harm than good. No wonder Junior Achebe in his epic novel titled Things Fall Apart said that things are falling apart and the center can no longer hold. This statement has been made true as a result of the advancement in technology, which we thought was coming to give salvation to man, but has caused damage and harm. These are my points to back up my claim. The advancement in technology has led to the retrenchment of workers. Secondly, the advancement in technology has given rise to social vices in our society. Thirdly, the advancement in technology has led to power transfer among nations. Finally, the advancement in technology has given rise to fraudulent practices in our society. Back to my point. that the advancement in technology has led to the retrenchment of workers in the sense that, as we all know, technology is supposed to improve workers' experience. Rather, it has come to get them retrenched, leaving them with no other corresponding alternative job. Take for instance our teachers here. What if you are asked, if you are dismissed from work in the name of with the fact that technology has been placed in the class to teach us? But all I want to inform you that technology can be obsolete, but the teacher cannot be obsolete. The way you understand from the teacher is not the way you understand from the technology device placed in the class. Like the teachers can explain to you better, but technology cannot. And the retrenchment of workers in our society has given rise to the level of unemployment in our society. Secondly, the advancement in technology has given rise to social vices in our society. Some of the crimes that are presently known and rampant in our society were not once known then. Crimes like autism, terrorism, stealing, and so many of them have now the order of the day in our society. With the use of God, people's properties are constantly collected from them, leaving victims of such actions in frustration. This has constituted a disadvantage in society. Also, the advancement in technology has led to power tussle among nations. As all of us sitting here know the consequences attached to war, and we know that war comes with starvation, famine, and death, its negative effect, and also its negative effect in the economy. In 2016, in June 2019, the United States of America launched 72 jet bombers against Iraq, while Russia launched 26 jet bombers to intercept that of the United States of America. What are they doing this for? Just to maintain the war's power. Presently, there is a war ensuing between Russia and Ukraine, and people are killed massively in Ukraine as a result of the heavy machines used during the war. Machines like atomic bomb, nuclear bomb, and missile kill people massively, and thereby visit the nation's economy, as many of the industries you said was provided by technology are being built through the same product of technology. Finally, the advancement in technology has given rise to fraudulent practices. Fraudulent practices like cyber crimes, cyberbullying, hacking of bank accounts, and hacking of Facebook accounts is now rampant in our society. As we all know that cyber criminals that are informally known as Yahoo boys are now the order of the day, and boys taking as an occupation, which is not supposed to be. Thanks. I cannot believe that at this point of mine, I have convinced my opponents and the audience that technology has come to destroy the world and not to save it.
May you clap for her again. I know you believe with me that this speaker took us on a journey from the past to the present. Chinua Achebe said that things had fallen apart. That was 1959. And that is from the poem of the great poet W.B. Yeats, where he says, "Turn and turn is the winding jar. The falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart, so that cannot hold. May anarchy is resumed upon the world." So if actually you say that things have fallen apart in 1959, you can say what is happening now. You know what happened in 1945? During the bombing in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And you see what is happening now in Ukraine by Russia. People are dying every day. And these are products of nuclear warheads produced by what? Technology. Then imagine if they were technology. But imagine who uses the gun to kill people. People kill people. Guns don't kill people. True or false? So imagine if you produce that nuclear weapon to be there. A leader kill somebody? No. The two sides are fighting it. I'm not trying to make my words. They are saying that this is bad, they are saying this is good, and we are being accepted. Please, we can go ahead to get a summary from the both sides of this round of the debate. We get summary from the proposing side. Perilous, maintaining, recapitulating, summarizing that technology has come to save the world and not destroy it. Please, may I call on the speaker from the proposing side. Any of them that wants to come and give us the summary or the recapitulation or report can come and give it to us. Please, over to you. Have 3 minutes.
starting from my own points, which are communication, transportation, starvation, organ transplantation, and agriculture, followed by those ones from the second speaker, which are electricity, civilization, modernity, and others as elaborately discussed by the same speaker, coupled with courageous, numerous, and forceful ones from the third speaker, which include the enormous help of technology in the field of sports, wealth creation, and making work easier and faster, and saving the world and making the world a danger-free zone, and the other additional uplifting point as pinpointed by her. I strongly believe that my oppositional team have concurred with me that technology has come to save the world and not to destroy it.
So he has said it. He put it to you. He is putting it to you that the God has come to save the world and not destroy it. And our lawyers here are very conversant with that. So we put it to you, the judges, with due respect, that it has come to save the world and not destroy it, whether you like it or not. So let's listen to the speaker from the other side of the debate. We are going to listen to one of the speakers from St. Michael's College, Oshiri, to come and recapitulate or give us the rebuttal of their arguments that technology has come to destroy the world and not in any way to save the world. Please, you have 3 minutes.
Standing already as a state protocol, I'm here to summarize how we have talked about technology coming to destroy the world. Yes, notwithstanding all these points mentioned by the proposition team, like making life sweeter and easier, but that same technology has also turned people lazy. This is the fact that many people now don't like doing their works manually as done before. The cream you mentioned, which is produced for the skin, has been discovered to pose a serious danger to the skin. It can cause skin cancer. Before, people used natural things like bacterial oil to take care of their skin, and this helps them better. So, with these points that we mentioned before, like the increase in examination capacity due to advent of technology, the depletion of the ozone layer and global warming, and the increase of societal vices in society are all as a result of technology. So I hope I've convinced my audience and opponents without starting downstairs. Technology has really come to destroy the world and not to save it.
Please very clap for him again. He has spoken quite convincingly, by my own estimation.
And I'm actually very much entertained by the logic and reasoning. When you give a 1 plus 1, you get 2. We have what is called syllogism. So she has come to say that this is what I'm saying, this is the argument, and this is the conclusion. The same way that the other people have said as well. So we have heard a conclusion from both sides of this round of the competition. We have heard the arguments from Corporate Secondary School Oshiri and the argument from the side of St. Michael's College Oshiri. And I am very much convinced that we are entertained and educated. Are we entertained? Yes. Are we educated? Yes. Are we good to go? Good. Thank you very much. So may I have the honor to usher you back into the audience while we await the decision by our amiable judges. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. DJ, give us some interlude. Clap for them, clap for them. Give us some relief, DJ. Just a very cool music for relief. relief.
Micheal is here,